What three things describe you? Do you see yourself as others see you? By Brandon Elrich. A while back, I posted a note asking, what three things come to mind when you think of me? I received several answers, started a draft for this article, and then forgot about it. Based on that, I might use the terms absent-minded, forgetful, or easily distracted. I wasn't always this way, so what happened? I thought aging came with maturity and more focus. I mean, yeah, memory lapses happen as you age, but that's only for old people. Or was I? Oh yeah, this stupid article. I didn't want to be influenced by what other people wrote, so before posting the note and reading the responses, I answered my own question. We can't often provide unbiased assessments of ourselves, but I had a go at it. Here are three things that I think describe me. Analytical. This applies especially to people. I like to know what makes them tick or gives them a tick. People watching is one of my favorite pastimes. In college, I'd sit in a chair on a balcony area in the student union so I could see everyone coming and going. I pursued a degree in psychology because I was fascinated by the human brain. The X-Men character I always wanted to be was Jean Grey. Besides being able to read someone's mind, wouldn't it be cool to move stuff around without lifting a finger? Empathetic. This relates to the first trait because I want to relate to people. It's difficult to do that without trying to understand them. Sometimes I empathize too much. I often cry when I see someone else crying, especially someone I'm close to. Being gay enhances this attribute because I can relate to people in marginalized communities, ones who have been abused, bullied, and disregarded. I'm among those who are hated for simply existing. Witty. I don't often say positive things about myself or admit to being good at anything. However, I can come up with some pretty good quips, and I'm doing fairly well in the humor category here on the stack. I haven't gained 100 paid subscribers, so I'm still left out of the bestsellers list. Want to help me out with that? Click subscribe now. I find it interesting to compare how we see ourselves with the way others see us. What personality quirks are we revealing without noticing? What stands out to people when reading our articles and messages versus what we show on video? Here are a few responses I received. Julie Elder said, adorkable, baking, and so gay. Brain of Jayhawk posted a meme from The Office where Dwight said, hardworking, alpha male, jackhammer, merciless, insatiable. He was making a joke, of course, because I'd never consider myself an alpha male or merciless. Hardworking? Yes. In any job I've had, I've put on the best performance possible. I even took the shitty jobs seriously and tried to be perfect at them. But by using that meme from one of my favorite shows, I feel that he gets my dry, sarcastic sense of humor. Ted Patchell said, Heartland, willing to make culinary risks, and loyal. I am absolutely loyal to my friends and most family. If you watch all of my baking videos, you know that I take culinary risks, and they usually pay off. Ginger Cook. I always immediately see you in my head baking naked, with an apron. Hilarious, cute laugh. Anytime someone pictures me naked in their head, I count that as a win. Also, 3 out of 4 people use culinary references, so maybe I should lean more into that. Things I mentioned are more inward qualities, while the attributes others mentioned are more obvious from the outside. It makes sense, since people can't see what's going on inside my head, thank God. However, those outward attributes aren't the main components of who I am, except loyal, I guess. Being an introvert makes them more difficult to detect, though little bits come out in my writing. How about you? Does your personality allow others to see who you really are? Leave me a comment. Maybe you don't want them to see, which is totally fine. Not everyone deserves to be allowed into your inner sanctum. What you see from me might be a funny gay guy who bakes in little more than an apron, but that's not all there is. Subscribe to my publication and you might learn more. Click subscribe now. Thanks.